He looked like any other man in the neighborhood, quiet, polite, minding his business. But behind the closed door of apartment 213, Jeffrey Dahmer was hiding something no one could imagine. 17 victims, one killer, and a horrifying secret that chilled the world. Jeffrey Dahmer, born in 1960, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. From the outside, just another kid. But even as a child, he was obsessed with dead animals, collecting roadkill, dissecting them in the woods. It wasn't just curiosity, it was a hunger for control, for death, for something darker. When he turned 18, Dahmer crossed the line from fantasy to reality. His first victim, a hitchhiker just looking for a ride. Dahmer lured him home. That young man was never seen again. But that was only the beginning. Between 1978 and 1991, Dahmer murdered 17 young men. Most never made it out of his small, cluttered apartment. He'd approach his victims with charm or promises of cash for photo shoots. Once inside, he'd drug them, strangle them, and then things turned unspeakably grim. Bodies were dismembered. Some dissolved in acid barrels, and yes, some were eaten. In Dahmer's fridge, human heads and hearts. In his drawer, Polaroids of corpses, limbs, and the proof of his horror. He later said, "It was my way of keeping them with me. A part of them always stayed." It all ended one hot night in July 1991. Tracy Edwards, Dahmer's intended next victim, managed to escape, barefoot, handcuffed, running for his life. He flagged down police and led them straight to Dahmer's door. Inside, officers found scenes they'd never forget. A human head in the fridge, acid barrels full of remains, graphic photos of victims, and a chilling calm from Dahmer himself. He confessed everything, no hesitation, no fight, no lies. In 1992, Dahmer stood trial. The sentence 15 life terms. He said he was glad he was caught. But 2 years later, in 1994, justice came unexpectedly. Dahmer was killed by a fellow inmate in prison. Some called it karma, others called it closure. The story of Jeffrey Dahmer isn't just about horror and death. It's a reminder, evil doesn't always look like a monster. Sometimes it looks like the guy next door. So next time you pass a quiet neighbor, remember, sometimes the real monsters don't hide under your bed. They live right next door.